What's happening, guys? Steven Ramon here with another tech review video. I have two sets of Neewer flashes. For specifically these speedlights. I guess they work for any speedlights, but I had big issues with one set and no issues with another. So this first set, these are the PT16GY. I had to hunt for it on the box, but it gives you all the models, and it looks like it is this one right here. 16, I assume, stands for 16 channels. The problem I have with these receivers right here on this side, when I turn on these receivers and the transmitter as they are on right now, they don't always connect. Okay, so I've mounted the speedlights on the receivers on the stands so we can kind of get a real-time example here. I'm gonna pull these out just in hopes that it can be a little more visible. So again, these are the PT16GY. Now I'm gonna do a couple test flashes here. That was one click. I don't know if you saw that, but it flashed twice. So that's already an issue. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Like, I'm actually checking if these are on, and it's just, there you go. Two more flashes, one click. Nothing's correct here. I'm gonna try it again. One more flash. One click, two flashes. That was correct. That was correct. Correct. So, not reliable. This one just did not flash. This one did. Good. Nothing. I think that was 2 or 3 flashes. I don't know. You get the point. I do not recommend PT16GY. Alright, so I'm going to move on to the CT16 or CT16. Again, 16 channels. So, one cool thing about these are, and for the record, I'm very happy I switched to these because they have an umbrella hole for diffusion, and so that's good too, because now you can mount this on your light stand, put an umbrella in it, and then boom, your flash right on top. Then you have a nice diffuse flash for like outdoors or really anywhere you need it to be. I'm going to take this, mount it right underneath my speedlight. One thing to note here, which was kind of unfortunate in my opinion, was the fact that there's no tightening thread on these receivers. So when you plug them in here, nothing happens. They don't lock in. Right here you have a way to lock in the speedlight to the mount, but up here you do not. There's no way to lock it. So in other words, you'd have to rely on the threads to screw it into a tripod or a light stand. Boom! Here's our light stand. Let's throw this puppy right up top here. I'm going to put the other one on here just for the heck of it. I'm not going to mount this one. I'm going to actually put this on the shoe still, but as you know, it doesn't lock in, so I'm just going to be really careful when I set it down. Without looking into it, I'm going to test it out. Here's the other transmitter. Good. 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 Now here's the thing, I've tested these plenty of times. I can press this as many times as I want. These are going to keep flashing. Way more reliable. Flawless. I can count on these. They work every time. So there you have it. We have this set, which I'm probably going to return. The thing is, these Neewer products, they're pretty cheap, especially these receivers. I don't know why Neewer has two sets of receivers and transmitters when they really do the same thing or are meant to do the same thing. But I'm glad they offer at least this one, the CT16s, because they work. And these just don't. These things are really bad. They flash multiple times when you press it once. And it's the same thing when it's actually connected to the camera. I just didn't use that for example here because I don't have my other camera yet. It's in the mail. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Let me put the umbrella on here so I can show you what it looks like when we add a diffuser. Here's our transmitter. It works. It's always hard to get the real to really tell because the shutter speed is so different from the camera that we're filming with to what I'm manually using right here. But you can see it flashing and it works. And this little guy over here is still going off on its own. If I bring in one of my studio strobe lights here, it's a little more heavy duty. One thing I noticed is this transmitter is the exact same as the transmitter that I bought for these receivers connected to my strobes, which I have 3 of. So I kind of assumed that they would all work together, and of course they do. So let's just turn it on for the heck of it. Now when I press this, all 3 of these lights right here should flash. There you go. And that beep you hear is just a confirmation from the strobe here that it has fired. Now when I have all 3 strobes on in the studio, and if I were to have these speed lights on as well, they would all trigger from either of these. So that's pretty cool, I guess. If you don't want them to trigger together, you could just mix up the channels here and make sure they're all set. And that's pretty much it. I did a review on these strobes a while back, so that video is on my channel if you want to check them out. I'll put it up right here in the credits. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment, like, and subscribe if you drew some kind of knowledge from it, if I helped you learn something new. If you're debating on buying either of these systems for your strobes and you're on a budget, then make sure you grab the CT16s. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and you have a good one.